Hey, hey, welcome to another Lazy Saturday Night Chat. I'm your host, Glenda, and I'm so grateful to each and every single one of you guys for joining me this evening. It has been a stressful day, to say the least, but it's okay. As I said, I'm going, I've been dealing with a computer that's driving me up the wall, and I may have to go get some tech support. It's not this computer, it's another one. So I just finished up and I went, okay, I'm going to set this thing off to the side and we're going to sit back and I'm just going to take it easy, right? Because when you get frustrated, sometimes it's best just to walk away and take it easy. But I have had something really cool that I picked up at the post office today. There was this collab, and I wrote it down, and it's called the Building Skills Collab. And it was hosted by Mountain Grandma, Simply Jan, and Another Time. And I have to say that I really enjoyed watching all the videos that I watched. There was some really cool ideas of things that you could build. And to be honest with you, I would much rather build something than to deal with a computer. I enjoy woodworking. I've done it for many years, and people who have been over to the house have seen some of the things that I've made, to include the chicken coop. Not the run. I didn't help Sir Grace out with the run a whole lot. Sir Grace was, and a couple other guys were responsible for that, but I helped with the chicken coop and I've built many things. So anyhow, so I enjoyed the collab and I won something, and I'm sitting back going, I now have my own little tool set. Hello, look what I won. Oh, the silly camera. Hang on. I've got to, let's do that. There we go. I won this really cool kit. And I love it. And it's kind of that teal green. I don't think Sir Grace is going to touch it because it's kind of girlishy looking. So, hey, I got my own. But let me open it up. And look at this. It's filled with all kinds of cool tools. There's Allen wrenches. There's a hammer, a wrench, a tape measure, scissors, just all kinds of really cool things, drill bits. And it even has a knife cutter in there. So I'm really excited. And I won that from Linda, and it may have been at the post office for a day or two. I haven't had a chance to go check mail, but I just picked it up, and thank you so much. I'm going to be using that. So stay tuned. I've been asked to join the collab next year, and I think I might. Here soon, we're getting ready to do another project in the house. In a few months, I should say. So maybe I'll video that and use that for the collab, because why not, right? So anyhow, and then last night I shared my funny story about my broom that I bought at this park that I went to. And if you haven't seen that story, I'm going to encourage you to go back to Scott's video from last night, for not procrastination. It's Cruising's Friday night. I don't know what he called it. But anyhow, go back to Rambling with the Brooms and hear my story about my broom. Oh, please tell me this thing. I got to turn one more thing off. Hang on. Oh, and Sir Grace's puppy's trying to come in. So the weaver did the broom, and she did such a good job. And the blacksmith did the broom handle. So there's my broom that I bought. So if you got to hear my story last night, or you didn't get to, go back and watch it, but I just had to share the broom because I think it's kind of a cool broom. Well, let me see who's in the house real quick, and let's go back up. Now, I haven't checked to see who was first in the house. So if this isn't who was first, forgive me, I forgot to check. So first one that I see through Restream, I'll say it like that, was Rebecca. And she said, I can't give you a thumbs up. I'm guessing there's an issue with YouTube. And I did see that, Rebecca, and I went back and to see through Sir Grace's channel, and we were able to do a thumbs up. So I don't know if it's something maybe on your end. Maybe you need to go out and come back in. Not exactly sure what that's about. So try that and let me know. That on our end, through Sir Grace's account, we're able to hit the thumbs up. So I'm not sure what's going on. It could be a YouTube issue too. So who knows? And then next in was it all adds up. Hey, I'm so glad you're here, Lori. Appreciate it. And then next in was Karma. She says, hey, everybody, driving and listening when Glenda gets started. Hi to all. Are you trying to pull an Xander? I'm so glad you're here. And believe me, I know it's hard to tag people when you're on the phone, so no big deal. Please drive safely. Next in is the beautiful Teresa Jukowitz. Hey, girl, I'm so glad you're here. Staying cool, I hope. And then next in was Joey. Joe, fix it from you. Hey, Joey, thank you for being here. And let's see, everybody's saying hi to everybody. And then the next one I see is my mother. It's Ann from the official Ann Lynn Show. Hey, Mama, I'm so glad you're here. And she is going to be using Restream on her next live, so keep an eye out for that because things are going to look maybe just a smidge different. She was able to get some of her videos uploaded, but yeah, so she'll be changing things up. So thank you so much for being here, Mom. And then next is the beautiful Christy Betts. Hey, girl, glad you're here. Hope you're having a great night. And then next in was Rainy Ridge. Hey, says howdy, chicks. Well, the girls say hello back to you. They are right now enjoying some treats. I just gave them some treats right before I went live. I had to run out to take care of something. And I realized how many girls that I've got molting right now. Normally my hens will molt in the fall, but some of the older girls have already started molting. And one of them I was really surprised was Coco. She's my pink egg layer. She has no tail feathers right now. She looks kind of funny, bless her heart. So who knows how bad this molt is going to get. So we'll see. So yeah, I had to get on my phone to give her a thumbs up. I don't know what's going on with my iPad. Oh, so it might be an iPad issue. Well, I don't have an iPad, so I can't check that. So I wonder if anybody else is having the same issues with their iPads. If you are, let me know. I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is. I wish I could tell, but I just don't know. It's weird. I hate when technology messes up like that. I mean, goodness, that was the story of my life this afternoon for 3 hours trying to deal with a computer. Ay. Anyhow, okay, so everybody is saying hi to everybody. And then, did I miss somebody? No, we're okay. Oh, Xander's here. Hey, Xander. Yep, we were at the hen house. We were live with the girls. They were enjoying some treats. We're about to get a thunderstorm, and they're saying within the time that I'm online. So if we watched them, I'm sure that we would see the rain come through. I just checked the weather report with one of our local news channels, and they said that upwards of 60 miles an hour winds, and it's going to be straight. So the girls will be fine. They're all under cover. I'm not worried about them. But some much needed rain is coming in, and I'm going to take that and run. But yeah, for right now, it's sunny out there, and it's starting to get a little bit on the hot side as that front's getting closer. So yeah, but hey, Xander, hi. I'm so glad you're here and I hope you're having a good day. Hope your chickens are good too. And then he said, I thought this was kind of funny. Hi to anyone I missed. And hi to the lurkers. Right. Hello to the lurkers. Thank you so much for lurking. Don't forget to hit that like button. I appreciate it. And there it is right there. Miss Teresa says, give the thumbs up. And she checked it off. And then Lori, I know what this is. I know exactly what that is. That's that pink hand that's waving to everybody. So she's saying hi to everybody. StreamYard, or not StreamYard, Restream rather, doesn't do a very good job showing the pink hands, but I know which one that is. So your family friend learned the hard way. Sarah, not that great. I told her it wasn't. She put down rocks, and I told her change it to dirt, and she listened for a bunch of reasons. Oh, okay. Then listen to a bunch of reasons why she want dirt. Oh, I guess you're talking about what's in the run, in the chicken run. Here later, she's got dirt down. Oh, imagine you're talking about in the chicken run. So in my chicken run, right now we have mulch still left there. And we use peat moss for our chickens with a little bit of wood ash and a little bit of diatomaceous earth for them to dust bathe. And then every so often we go out and we'll till everything in real good in the ground and make it real fluffy. And you'll find these little, like, I call them little UFO circles, like all over the place. And that's where the girls have dust bathed and not in their dust bathing pans. But I don't know. Chickens are funny. Let's see here. Passes Glenda a stick to match the computer. Right. Maybe I need to use the end of this broom because it is pretty solid. It'll probably get some damage done, this wrought iron. So yeah. Oh, you were in that collab. I missed it. I need to go back and look for you. I did not see everybody for some reason. So I need to go back and I'll go watch yours after the show. I'll take a look at what you made. I didn't know the collab was going on. So for next year, maybe I'll be part of it. I will have to film earlier because the project that we're going to be doing, I think, would be good enough for it. I'm not going to say what it was, but yeah, same here. Yeah. And it was trying to follow my face. That I can handle. This is a different computer that I just really, it's the old one that I used. So yeah, it's frustrating me, but what else is new, right? So Jesse's here. He says, hello, everybody. And he's going to be going live right after me. So I'll make sure everybody gets time to go get a snack and a drink because, it's going to be a good one. Let's see here. He said, hi, Papa Jesse. Oh, yeah. The broom story is hilarious. Yep. And this is the broom I was talking about. And it actually is like, it's a full size. The Brussels, the broom bottom part is full size. And the blacksmith did such a good job with the handle. There's a little leaf on it. I don't know if it's showing through very well, but there, I think you can see the leaf. But it's solid. And I think it will last me years to come. But it's like the perfect height for me just to clean up. Or maybe it's my new mode of transportation. Who knows? But just because I laugh about my name, Glenda, Glenda, the Good Witch of the North from the Wizard of Oz. But yeah. Oh, hey, Ginger. I'm so glad you're here. Ginger was in that collab too. And she was the first video that I actually saw. So yep, she was in there. So I just missed Xander. I got to go back and check out Xander. Hey, Venus Odyssey. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. And then Ginger said, hey to everyone in the chat. Is that a broom? Yes, it is. They had, okay, so maybe for those who don't know, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hang on, I'll tell the broom story in just a second. Again, let's see here. Lori was waving at everybody. And hi again. LOL, I just got here. Oh, okay. Well, hi again. Hello, hello, hello. We'll say hi to you over and over and over again. Let's see here. Yes, again, Ginger. I said hi to you in another place. Oh, so that's the story. Uh-huh. Oh, no problem. No problem. And then did I say hi to Rainy Ridge? If not, hey, Rainy Ridge. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't lose internet or electricity because we're getting a storm within the hour. So it might even get dark back there. We'll see, but it's coming and we'll be running through here pretty soon. It's so hot. My girls, some of mine are molting too. Yeah, mine are molting and I'm okay with that. It's the older hens. I almost would rather see them molt when it's a little bit too warm out than when it's cold. Typically, my girls will molt in the fall and it's freezing. And I know chickens can handle it, but I can't stand thinking about these little naked bodies, in the cold weather. But in the summertime, I think it's better. The chickens have an internal body temperature of 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're wearing their down coats. So I'm okay if they molt. It probably feels better. Maybe, let that air hit them, so make them more comfortable. I wish they almost did molt more in the summertime, but it is what it is, right? At least mine aren't the only ones molting. I feel a little better. Yeah, no, my girls are molting. Coco doesn't have any tail feathers. Neither does Chicken Tender. I have one of my girls has lost a patch on her neck. And then another one, Chanel, her feathers are all in, but they're getting longer. And you know how that goes. So she'll be done with her full molt cycle probably in the next couple weeks. She's pretty close. They just need to grow out just a little bit longer. So yeah. Hey, Scotty, I decided to be normal this weekend. Really? Normal? What is normal? I don't know. I don't know if I'm normal. So, I beg the question for myself, not for you. What is normal? Today I've been frustrated. Is that normal? I don't know. You're on your iPad and hit the thumbs up. Okay, so your iPad is working. Okay. Let's see here. What is normal, Scotty? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that asked. What is normal? Because I'm not feeling normal today for myself. No wind or rain yet. Well, I noticed that it's starting to pick up. When I was outside, I was getting a little bit of a breeze, but none of that straight wind yet, I assume is what you mean. And hi, babe. I'm so glad you're in the chat. He's Olive downstairs. I'm glad you're here. Long time no see, Sir Grace. Long time no see. I could use another. No, I'm just teasing. He was out today with Trip from Trip Up the Mountain. And so the guys stopped off at a coffee shop and he brought me home a coffee today. So I thought that was super sweet. Little bit too sweet at the end. So that's okay. Maybe that was needed to kind of like make me sweet again. I don't know. But it was good. So thank you so much for bringing coffee. Let's see. Oh, Neil's here. Hey, Neil. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Rain, where? Looking around, would love rain here. I know. It is, we've had a little bit of a dry period. Not too bad. I have not had to water the whole garden. I did have to water in some strawberries that I transplanted the other day. And yesterday I purchased 4 blueberry bushes. So I got those, watered in, obviously, because they were being transplanted. They are all out in the garden, in the big garden. So I did water those in, but the rest of it, the tomatoes, the bell peppers, the not watermelon, pumpkins, the beans. There's grapes out there. There's black raspberries. There's blackberries. I haven't watered any of those things, the Kajari melons and the cucumbers. I haven't watered any of that, but the stuff that I've transplanted has been watered in. So I'm going to take a rainstorm as a welcome because I think it's time for everything to get rained on. So let's see here. I just got a thunderstorm here. It was mild, maybe not done yet. I wonder if if that's the same one that's coming to me, because it looks like it's going to be a mild thunderstorm here as well, which I love thunderstorms. I love sitting out on the back porch and watching them. So you're not checking pockets, LOL. Still a little abnormal. Okay, Scotty, I'll give it to you. Let's see here. That broom idea. You should do it. I know, right? I know. I'll tell the broom story here in a second. Making sure. Wait, Trip. There he is. There's Trip. Hey, Trip. Long time no see. He saw me right after I was frustrated. I was trying to go, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down. I was honest with him. I said, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down. I feel a little bit better, Trip, by the way. And thank you for being here. I know you and Sir Grace had a really good day. So thank you so much for popping in. I love you. So I'm glad you're here. Thank you. And let's see here. Little thin to be thin. I don't know. I'm losing weight now, Alexander. It might work. Let's see. Oh, hey, Nightbot's here. Hey, Nightbot. Nightbot smashed the like button. Did you? And then Prep for Heaven, for Eternity Homestead is here. Hey, I'm glad you're here. And then they look like running drumsticks. I know, right? When the little birds lose all their feathers, they look like little drumsticks. And here's a confession. Y'all are gonna laugh at me. So get ready. Hold on. Here's a true story. I have a hard time buying a whole chicken in the grocery store because all I can think of is the girls when they molt. Now that I've got chickens and when they get to do a full molt, the only thing difference is their little heads are hanging on and their feet are still running. So yeah, I have a hard time with it. Yes, I bought a whole chicken from the grocery store, but for whatever reason, now that image of my girls molting is stuck in my head every time I buy a whole chicken. So that might not be normal. Who wants to be normal? Amen. Amen. You're a lot more fun if you're not normal, right? You got to have some kind of spice in life. Let's see here. I know there's something going on with my iPad. It could be. I'm wondering, Rebecca, if you need to turn it off and turn it back on right now. So that could be something. I don't have an iPad. I used to have an iPad a long time ago, but I haven't had one probably in the last 5 years. So I couldn't speak to that. And I'm so sorry. And Sir Grace is exercising right now. Okay. Sir Grace went to the gym yesterday, and I told the story to Trip. So I met with my trainer yesterday. I have a trainer that I hired to help me with this health journey and to make sure that I'm weight training correctly and the posture is correct and all the things, right? And so I am doing a workout, and my trainer looks over at Sir Grace and goes, do you realize his veins in his legs and his muscles are popped out? And he just left me. And he goes over to Sir Grace and he goes, my gosh, you're so muscular. And I'm like, whoa. My trainer, my time, I paid for him to work out with me. You didn't. No, it's okay. Sir Grace is on a health journey and he is doing good. I am so proud of him. He uses exercise bands at home, and that's what he's doing right now. He's doing some band with the bands, and don't underestimate exercise bands. They are very good for people at all exercise levels. For everything from not mobile, you can do it with your arms and get a good workout with your biceps, with your legs too. All the way up to the most fit, which neither one of us are the most fit, but we are on health journeys. I'd say we're somewhere in the middle, but we're getting there. Let's see here. Trade you want 100 Fahrenheit? I'll take the rain. No, I am not trading the rain, Xander. That is my rain that I need for my garden. And no, I mean, I'm sending you some hugs. I'll pray for the rain for you, but I'm not trading you. I'm just teasing. Sorry. No, maybe I'm not. I want the rain. I'm not complaining. We need some around here. Hey, Aunt Lynn. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Have you gotten rain yet? You guys are ahead of us. So I'm wondering if you've gotten any. Let's see, making sure. Let's see. What did Xander say? That's even worse, Glenda, with losing weight. You'll blow it right off. I know. I have done very well. I did go see my doctor this week. I have not my doctor, she's my nurse practitioner. And I did have a doctor, and my doctor left the practice. So now I've got a nurse practitioner. And so I went in this week for my yearly checkup for the weight loss, because it's now officially been a year. And she ran all the labs on me. And for the first time in many years, all of my labs are within normal. I've got it all back. And I am down 57 pounds. And she was very impressed with that. Everything else checked out really well. And it was good to get a clean bill of health. First time in a few years. My liver looked good. Thyroid looked good. A1C. My A1C was almost border pre-diabetes, and now I'm at a 5.0 for A1C. So I'm on it. So yeah, I'm okay if I lose a little bit more, and maybe this will fit me a little bit better. You know, I'm working towards it. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi. I know, right? Right. And then it's going to be worse after fall this year. We take care of those roosters and older girls freezer camp. Hey, I think there's going to be some good meals coming though. I mean, it's much better than getting it somewhere else. So you know what I mean? So you're going to have a freezer camp's not so bad. It's not so bad. And then what did Rebecca say? She said, I'm going to use my phone. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the iPad. I wish I could help you out with that. Oh, Miss Carlene is here. Hey, girl, have you gotten the rain yet? You're ahead of me as well. You're quite ahead of me. And I know that storm was coming through. Sulks because she won't trade. No, not trading. Okay, so you got just a little bit of the rain. So it's hit you. They are better because I can get the same pounds and less injuries with the bands. Yes. So what he's saying is the bands are better because you can get the same in pounds. So the way that the band stretches, so the same in the pounds with less injuries with the bands. And I still go to the gym, but I can't use the bands. In the gym, you can't use the bands? Because I thought you could. Anyhow, but yeah, so he's getting the same workout, and it's less impact. I think that's what he's trying to say, because sometimes weight training can be harsh on the body if you're not doing it correctly. And the bands are, I think, a great start for somebody with mobility issues, in my personal opinion. Sir Grace, you can chime in because you know more about that than I do. I'm using straight weights in the gym. So I do things like RDLs, deadlifts, I do the weights with the legs. So, and then one of my favorite things to do, I don't know what it's called, but I call it the sled, but it's what footballers use, and you stack it with weights, and then it's all in your lower body, and you have to hold on to the bar and then like get into position and brace up your back, and then just push that around the room. That's one of my favorite ones to do. It's really good for your lower half of your body, and you should not be using while you're holding on, the power that's pushing that is coming from your legs. And you see a lot of footballers do it. So that's one of my favorite things. Oh, that's awesome. And awesome. Okay. Oh, and no rain yet. Okay. Let's see here. What did Christy say? I injured my neck trying to lift weight overhead. Yeah, you have to be super careful when you lift weights over your head. And if you have trouble lifting weights, it's okay to modify things. I would recommend a trainer or somebody who's experienced to show you some of the different moves. One of the things that I modify because of my shoulder, I had surgery twice on this shoulder. So like whenever you're doing your dumbbell raises, normally you see people doing it like this up over their heads. Instead, turn your wrist in like this. And that's a modified version of it. And it helps, especially if you've got bicep problems, like you've had a bicep tear, which I've had surgery for, or any other things, even in the wrist, sometimes like wrist will hurt if you're doing it this way. So just making that modification and turning it in and doing the raise over your head is really good. And then if you want to get even more workout while you're doing your dumbbell raises, if you're able to do it on a stability ball rather than on a bench, I would start on a bench and get comfortable with it. But if you can move up to a stability ball, it actually works the core part of your body, because you have to be able to keep that ball still and then do it, which is something that I enjoy doing. But make sure you have somebody to watch you. Don't do it like for the first time without help, because I don't want anybody getting hurt. Okay. But there are ways to modify exercises. The other things that I do is with the deadlifts is that I do a sumo deadlift because of my knee. And so normally when you deadlift, your feet are like this, but a sumo, you turn your feet out like that. And then I hold the bar like this. Well, I mean, it's much further apart, but I'm just trying to get it in camera so you can get an idea. But the way I hold it also supports my lower back and my shoulder. And then I literally just take my shoulders and roll them back and brace up. And then I do my deadlifts that way. So yeah, there's all kinds of things that you can do to modify a workout. But don't feel like you're not going to get a good workout because you modify it, because, oh yes, you will. So if that's something you're interested in too, of course. Storm pretty good here, about 10 this morning. Okay, so you guys are ahead of me. So I think it might be the same storm. It's just that we're getting it pretty soon, actually. The new band is hard to use at the gym. Oh, okay. I know why. I'm tracking. Yesterday I received a very precious gift, but I don't know who sent it. I got an Amira Garden. Oh, Amirla Garden bench tools. I don't know who gifted it to me, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. If anybody knows how Carlene got that, let her know, because I know that she'd like to know. I have one that I won from Miss Ann, Andale Homestead. And I know that she has a partnership with them, and she might have some answers too. Either that or Jesse and Lisa have the answers to that. I love it. You can, the only thing though is be careful when you sit down, make sure your ground is nice and flat. Because if you're not and it's off, which ask me how I know, you might take a tilt. So make sure it's flat. But I love it also because you can flip it over and then use it as a knee pad too. Super nice. And then with the tools is an added bonus. So if anybody knows where or how Carlene got that, let her know. I know she'd appreciate it, so she knows who to say thank you to. Yeah. Trip, your family, you know that. Trip is somebody I actually know in person. And if you've not checked out his channel, what are you waiting for? He's a super, super wonderful, inspirational guy. And let me tell you, if you're having a bad day, go watch his channel, because he's going to perk you up. I'm just saying. Salt to the earth guy. I can speak personally about him. Nice. Let's see here. Most likely came from someone from the survival seats. Yeah, probably. All right. Took the bench for a ride instead of the broom. I am not getting rid of my broom, Xander. No, do you notice how close this is to me? You better be nice, because I might just jump on there and go, boink, and maybe high five you in person. Who knows? I would like to properly thank them. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know how or who sent it to you, but I'll keep my ears open for sure. For sure. Oh, speaking of Miss Ann, hey girl, she's watching from the bushes. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. She went to the farmer's market earlier today, and I caught her live on Facebook. And I'm just so happy you're back at it. And I know how hard it is to leave your loved one when you're caregiving, but it's so important for you to be able to do that and get back into a little bit of normalcy. And I'm sure Worth did just fine. But I know he's happy to have you home. I'm sure of it. But I'm so glad you went and did that for yourself. It's so important to put your oxygen mask on first before you take care of somebody. And so, yeah, I'm glad you did that. And I'm still standing in agreement with you. Worth is healed. He was healed a long time ago when Jesus was on that cross. That was when Worth's healing came. And so it is done. So I'm standing in agreement with you, girl. Still to this day. Hey, Jamie, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And then everybody's saying hi. And I know Miss Ann is on her phone, and it's hard to tag everybody. So that's for everybody. She's saying hi too. And see, I told you There are lurkers. It's why I said, hi, lurkers. That's right. That's right. And Carlene, you were a winner on the last giveaway for survival seeds. Oh, that's awesome. That's right, Miss Ann. It was done. Worth is healed. He was healed over 2,000 years ago when Jesus went on that cross. He was healed. So it is done. It is done. And I love the update that you gave too. We are too. Yes, they're praying as well. We're all standing in agreement with Miss Ann. And Jamie was waving. Okay, before it gets too late, I have to tell my broom story. So once again, here's my broom, a blacksmith in an old village from the 1800s, designed the broom handle. And here is the weaver weaved this part of the broom on. It is a full-size broom base, and the handle fits me just right for my height. Okay, so keep that in mind. So there is a little shop in this village that we go to, and they sell the goods that they make in the state park. So there is a blacksmith, a weaver, a potter, a leather worker. What am I missing? Of course, I can't forget the corn mill because there's an old mill. Now, the mill was built in 1817, and they grind corn on the mill. And so there's no preservatives or nothing. You can buy it there really reasonably. So you can buy that there. But in the little shop, they sell all the little items that is made in the park. Okay, so I like to buy things from there because, well, the craftsmanship you can't find on Amazon. You can't find at some of your big box stores. And I like craftsman items much better than store-bought. So I'm standing in this this shop is as big as this room. I mean, it's tiny. And I picked up this particular broom. They had little ones too, like that big. But I picked up this broom and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, it kind of looks decorative, but it looks like one that you could use. It looks decorative. It looks kind of like one you're using. So I'm like standing there holding the broom thinking, well, yeah, this is a perfect height for me. So I asked the lady at the counter, I said, is this a broom that you would use? Or is this a decorative broom? Because I'm sitting here thinking, I really could use this broom. And it would be nice because I'm short and it's the right height. And it fits me perfectly. So I mortified her. She looked at me and she gasped. And Sir Grace was there. He can back me up because he witnessed this thing. And she said, oh, ma'am, I wouldn't use that broom. And I went, you wouldn't? She goes, it's too pretty. I'd have to use it as a decorative broom. And I went, well, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to use the broom. So as Sir Grace and I are walking out of the park, I've purchased the broom. I looked over at him and I started laughing. I just busted laughing. And he's like, what are you laughing at? And I said, you do realize Glenda just bought a broom. And you know, Glenda, the good witch of the north from Wizard of Oz, just bought a broom. And so the next day we went back to the shop. We were there for a couple of days. And every day they add new items to this little shop because it just depends on what's made in the village. And I thought, well, let me see what else there is. I really like the blacksmith stuff. And so I went in, I bought 2 more hooks to put planters on at home. And so I said, I'm back to the same lady at the register. And she goes, oh, you're the lady that somebody put a bunch of things on the counter and bumped you out of the way. And I went, no, that's not me. Then she said, you're the lady that something happened. And I went, no, that's not me. I said, I'm the lady that bought the broom. Oh my gosh. And her eyes got real big, the same mortified look. And I said, I have to tell you something. I said, as my husband and I walked out of this park last night, I just broke out in pure laughter. And she just looked at me confused. And I said, well, the thing is that my name is Glenda. That really is my first name, Glenda. Glenda, the Good Witch of the North. And I said, I used to be a military spouse. Now my husband's a veteran, but I used to be a military spouse. And when I would introduce myself to people, I would say, hi, my name is Glenda. I'm the Good Witch of the North. The bad witches are from Salem, Massachusetts. I go around in my little bubble, reminding people to click their heels 3 times because there's no place like home. And when you're a military spouse, there really is no place like home. Well, I used to travel in a bubble. I popped my bubble. I need a broom. So I got my new mode of transportation and I mortified the lady. So that's how I roll. So that is my broom story and I'm sticking to it. And it has been said, maybe I should mount the broom or maybe just go get a little version of this, like a little car, like the little decor that they put on the front of the hood back in the day. Put a little broom on the front. Here comes Glenda, the Good Witch of the North, on her broom because she popped her bubble. So, yeah, one of those things. Oh, let's see. Oh, wow, I missed that one. Steve was having bad COPD. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so glad he's better now. So, yep, you won. That is a really nice broom, isn't it? I mean, the craftsmanship. Look at that. Like it was, hand turned and then the little leaf. And I'm going to say, hang on, how far down does this go? I would say this goes down, the wrought iron goes down to about here is where it ends. Yeah, it goes down about right here where it ends. And then the weaver took over and did all that. So it's all natural and it's beautiful. Works great. So yeah, it is beautiful. Here comes the storm. Oh yeah, it looks a little bit darker. Not quite, but getting there. You were a military wife for 16 years? Girl, so was I. Exactly 16 years and 2 months. Ooh, can you guys hear that storm? Yeah, it's getting pretty bad here. Yeah, I was a military wife for 16 years. Let's see what she said. My grown children think they're supposed to move every few years. You know what's funny, Christy? On a funny note, I don't know if your grown children, I don't know where you lived at. Like, don't say in the chat or anything. But so my kids, my adult kids, seem to think that we never went anywhere. And I took them on a lot of staycations. And when my youngest was in 8th grade, I got on the bus with a kiddo. I was a chaperone, and this kiddo had never left the state of Indiana, never. And we were on our way to St. Louis. And I remember how excited he was to be able to get out of the small town. And then I looked over at my kids and I thought, and you guys complain that we never went anywhere. We lived all over and you got to travel. My cat is melting. He's laying in the hallway where one of the fans is, just spread out like a puddle. Oh, poor baby. Well, I can hear the thunder coming in. It's quite loud. Yeah, it's getting darker. Hey, big bro. I'm glad you're here. Hey, here's my broom. I was just showing it. There's my broom. That's the broom handle. And there's the bottom of the broom. So see, I got it up here and it works really well. I might fly it up to come say hi to you one of these days. So just look up in the sky. Just teasing. Oh, you are so welcome, Trip. You know your family. I mean that we are the ones that are blessed. The way that you came into our lives. It's a God thing. I mean, in all honesty, that's how I feel. And I'm just so glad you're part of our family. Oh, hey, planting your heart out. Hello to you. And thank you so much. I love it too. They got some really cool things at this little village that I bought it from. You'll get good mileage with that. Mm-hmm. No oil changes, no tune-ups. And oh, by the way, I'm just talking about Glenda the Good Witch of the North, not like seriously, just in a joking way, just because that's my first name. So please don't read too far into that. But, you know, you got to have fun when you got a name like that. She's not teasing, Scott. Keep your eyes open. I really might come up there. You know, I mean, my mode of transportation has now shifted. I've got my new broom. I mean, just saying. But no, they had some really, really cool things there. They had a lady who weaves rugs. Well, it's the weaver, obviously. And she has a loom that is from the 1800s. And it's big. I mean, it fills half the room. And you see all the threads going in. And she can just like make such a beautiful, beautiful rug out of it. So they sold some rugs there. Let me see. There was the Potter had apple cookers that she had made, and you just put the apple, like there's like a you have to core it out. So then you set your cored apple on top, and then you put your brown sugar in there. You could put it in the microwave, and it cooks the apple and sweetens it up, and then put a dollop of ice cream on top of it. And ooh, it is so good. It is so good. So they have really cool things. It needs tune-ups. You need to stuff it with more straw once in a while. Okay. So I need to speak to the Scarecrow. Let's see here. So he's the one who didn't have a brain. So I don't know. Maybe he can like stuff the broom a little bit more for me. You know, the Scarecrow. For sure. Oh my goodness, Breezy's in the house. Hey, Breezy. Breezy is a family member, and yes, that's Sir Grace's doggy, but that's not Sir Grace. So hey, Breezy. Wait till Little is selling in Toronto. Wait till Little is selling in Toronto. Maybe. Glenda having the name of a cookie, famous Running Man cookie, and Al is so fun when they're your kid either. Okay. Cooked apples are so good. Yeah, they really are. And I have an apple cooker from a long time ago. Okay, it is pouring rain. So I don't know if you guys can tell. It actually is darker than what it's showing on camera, but it's pouring rain. We're getting that thunderstorm right now. And let's see here. I keep forgetting to change that. That's okay. That's okay, Breezy. You can keep Sir Grace's puppy up there. I don't mind. He is so loved. And sometimes he makes an appearance. Just before I went live, he was up here trying to open the door to let himself in. I think he wanted to make another debut on Grace and Fire. So, you know, it is what it is. And nope, you can't tell. I know. I wonder if I turn that light off. Hang on. Do that now. Maybe that kind of looks. Nope. It's still darker than that. Let's see here. Gotta run. Have a great day. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. You have a great evening. And then nighty rainy. Yep. And can't hear it, but I'm jealous of the rain. Oh, it's loud. I'm just surprised that it's not picking up on camera because, yeah, it's coming down pretty hard. So I'm really glad because now I don't have to go out and water the new blueberry bushes that I bought yesterday. It's just let the rain take care of it for me. I do need to go get some tomatoes out of the garden, but yeah. Oh, I know you love the Puppers, and the Puppers loves you. He is such a good boy. He has been super needy here lately, not in a bad sense, but really wanting his mama when he's off duty in the evenings. He'll come up now. I'll be laying in bed and he demands to lay next to me. And I'm going, okay, dude, are you not hanging out with daddy? Or you just want to hang out with your mommy? And he just like puts his head on me and just looks up like, I'm just hanging with you right now, Mom. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. He is a sweet, sweet boy. He's a part of the doodle doo. Yep, he is. He is. And typical doodle too. But he's also half German Shepherd. So the German Shepherd side definitely shows, but that poodle, that silliness. Oh, so he's got a little bit of, I'm on duty and I must do what I got to do. And then I'm, hey, hi, how are you? It's kind of, it's funny watching his little breed. I'm jealous too, tries to trade. No, we're not trading right now. No. Too much dad time during work hours, apparently. Yeah, just wants that softness of mama. And I'm okay with that. I used to have a dog that was my own girl. She's behind me. I have her cremation remains up here behind me. But when I used to go live with YouTube or interview people, if you go back to some of the older videos, you'll hear her snoring her little head off. She was my forever faithful, and I miss her a lot. So if I can get a little bit of time with Sir Grace's puppies, just to kind of help me out with it, I miss having my own dog. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, God will do the work. That's right. That's right. I'm taking that reign and letting God do the work. And then I should know what RTBY means, but I don't. Have you ever used paper yarn? No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I haven't used it before. So no, I haven't. The only yarns I've used is just what you buy at the store, but I've seen some really cool things out of that. I've got to go drain gas out of the broke generator to put new one in and give my puppets some more time. Probably puppers some more water in this heat. See you later. Oh, no problem. I'm so glad. And don't you love it when autocorrect does things? I mean, seriously, I thought you meant puppers, but you meant dogs. But that's okay, Christy. It's okay. I love autocorrect sometimes. It'll create new sentences that you didn't know that you needed to say, as long as it's not too crazy. Yeah. Oh, okay. Rebecca touched by yarn. Oh, she was asking Rebecca touched by yarn. Oh, I thought, okay. Oh, that's a good question. I'm still waiting for my cornmeal. Apparently the PO in St. Louis really enjoyed the smell and kept it until Thursday before. Oh no, I was going to check to see where it was at. Well, as soon as you get it, put it in the freezer. Karma won a bag of the cornmeal from the park that I was talking about. But you have 30-day shelf life. If you don't put it in the refrigerator, up to 2 years if it goes in the freezer. So put it in the freezer. It'll last a long time. It's natural. It's corn. It's non-GMO corn that they use. And they don't add anything else. So there's no preservatives. And that's why there's such a short shelf life. And that's why the freezer is recommended. The recipes on the back of the bag have some really good recipes to make with it, and some of the best cornbread you'll ever have. It's also good if you're using, like if you make pizzas from scratch and you throw just a little bit of cornmeal down on the baking sheet and then put your crust on top, your dough, and spread it out. Really good for that. Good for frying with as well. You can batter your chicken with like a little bit of flour and that cornmeal, and it's good that way too. So I hope you enjoy it. Well, you guys, we got 20 minutes till Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa are going live. And I want to make sure everybody has time to go get it. Go get your drink. I've got mine. Get maybe a snack or maybe dinner. And use the restroom if you need to. Stretch your legs, because I know the giveaways are coming up and I know everybody wants to go participate in that. So I'm going to let you go early. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. On Tuesday, Karma and I will be live together at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to get this straight. So we'd love to have you come back for Talk About It Tuesday, where no tacos are required. And we haven't done our monthly giveaway. So you might want to come check us out because you never know. We do a monthly giveaway. So just hint, haven't done it yet. Real quick, Rebecca was just 26 away from her goal as of yesterday. If you are not subscribed to Rebecca Touch My Yarn, why aren't you? Go over. She's close to hitting 1K. Go on over and hit the like button and share her channel out too. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Be kind to one another. You just don't know what we're going through. And keep each other in prayer. I mean it. We need a little bit more prayer in life right now.